What's up guys, today I got here the brand new Galaxy Z Flip 5. So today I'm going to be unboxing this device and giving my first impressions. So let's get started. Starting off with just the new design, you get these peel tabs, kind of like on iPhone and some other brands. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a peel. Very satisfying. Try the other one. Again, very satisfying. So let's go ahead and lift this up, and there is the brand new device. So we're going to put that aside for now. And in the top we have this little box, and just don't throw this away because there's some important stuff in here. So in here we got the SIM ejector tool, a charging cable, US Type-C to Type-C, quick start guide, terms and conditions, and just like a little manual. So let's see, put this aside. Okay, let's get to the start of the show. The Galaxy Z Flip 5. This is in the new mint color. You can also get it in 4 other colors, which I can show here, in some Samsung exclusive colors. So I'll put these on screen for you to see. Okay, so now it looks like we have some plastic wrap to undo. Oh, looks like something just fell out. Oh, that did not work. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, so here is the all-new Galaxy Z Flip 5. First impressions, you can see that new expanded flex window. And let's see, we have a glass back instead of frosted glass of previous models. So let's go ahead and give it its first close. Nice. And as you can see, it feels completely flat because of the new hinge. Trying to think of the water drop style hinge, I think. I'll leave it up here just to make sure. But yeah, so here is the new Z Flip 5. And as you can see, the crease actually, I can feel a little bit of something, but I would say it's definitely improved. You can just see the tiniest bit. There we go. You can see the tiniest bit of the crease, but let's see how over folding it a few times. So let's go ahead and power this guy on. There we go. And just first impressions of this Galaxy Z Flip 5. I would say it's a big improvement from last year's Z Flip 4. And let's see, taking a physical tour, we have just plain on the bottom half, and then we have our fingerprint sensor / power button. Then we have, let's see, our volume rockers, mic at the top, have our SIM tray, 5G antenna, nothing at the bottom half. Then we have 2 microphones, our Type-C charging port, which is capable of 25-watt super fast charging, and then just a speaker grill. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this powered up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been just about 2 days since I got my hands on the Samsung Z Flip 5, and I'm here with my thoughts. So the first thing that I absolutely love about this model is this new cover display, or as Samsung's calling it, the flex window. I really love how you can just see all your different widgets, scroll through them, have the option to, have some different apps, use messages and stuff, but I'll get into that later. And I just love how you get like these different widgets, and just kind of really similar to like the Galaxy Watches, swipe left, or I guess you're swiping right, but you're going left. For, notifications, swipe down for quick settings, and swipe to the left and the right. Swipe, bring it stuff from the right to see like different widgets, and you pinch to see your list. But yeah, so the main thing that I absolutely adore or love, it's like my favorite feature of this phone, is the flex window. And now getting to the screen, this is a Super AMOLED display that can scale its refresh rate from 120 Hz down to 1 Hz for, looking at photos and stuff. And as for the new hinge, it's a water drop style hinge, which allows it to fold completely flat, which honestly just makes it feel like more sturdy. It feels better in the hand. And for protection, it is using Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and Armor Aluminum on the sides, the hinge, And, you know, same for the cover screen, just Gorilla Glass Victus 2. And so for durability, I mean, I've had it without the case for throughout the day, yesterday, and some today, and I mean, you won't see a lot of, you know, scratches, and if you do, that's bad. But I looked over it, and it's fine. There's like no scratches on anything. And just for like the display, it's super smooth. I'm actually still getting used to it because I switched over from my iPhone 14 Pro Max, which, you know, it's a great phone, but just the display compared to this feels extremely slow and lagging. But like, it's super fast, super snappy. I haven't had any hiccups like at all, which is one thing that I noticed with my Z Flip 4 is that I was having a lot of hiccups, like just going throughout the whole operating system. But they finally changed that, and also because they changed that, it is due to the new processor, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy, which is the same found on the Galaxy S23 Ultra. So that has been super fast and a big improvement over last year's device. So yeah, that's one of the many great things about this phone is that it's a lot faster. There's no hiccups within like opening and closing applications. Everything feels super smooth. And another thing I noticed is that Samsung like drastically worked on the haptics of just going through the operating system. They're not like extremely obnoxious with like loud vibrations or just like a really weird feel when you swipe through different apps and stuff. So yeah, that's something that I really enjoyed. And also, I mean, a lot of people were talking about it like just, hey, the crease is the same. It's like no real upgrade in the crease, but honestly, I'd say it looks pretty much the same, but with feel, it feels a lot better than the Z Flip 4. So, I mean, maybe that's just me, but I would say the crease has definitely changed. It's not a drastic change, it's definitely still there, but I would say it's definitely a pretty big improvement. Okay, and now for cameras. So the Galaxy Z Flip 5 has two main cameras, both at 12 megapixels. And I mean, if you look at them compared to last year's, they are identical, but there are a lot of changes. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put some photos up for you guys to see. And as you can see, like for selfies, it does a really good job at just, you know, like not oversaturating anything. And I would say for ultra wide and primary lens, it does really good too. And I'm gonna show you guys a like photo that I took at like sunset, and I think it did colors really great. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just, you know, continue to put more pictures up there so you guys can see the image quality. So yeah, as you can see, I would say the Z Flip 5 definitely has improved cameras, and also cover screen. Shutter speed is drastically improved. As you can see, it's just super fast. And with this new cover screen, it's so much easier just to see what you're what you're taking a picture of. So you can just show it your hand. Yeah. So you can just like show it your hand and just take a quick picture, which is not working. But yeah, so I love just setting it up, and you can also, you know, switch to different modes like portrait mode, and just like, you know, choose your different like lightings, just the different modes. And then if you swipe right, you can go to video, and it has this really cool feature that can keep you in focus even if like you move out of the you know, out of the frame. It's not working. There we go. You can see it's kind of moving, probably because there's something in front of me. Okay, so it's deciding not to work. Maybe it's actually looking at the phone. Let's go ahead and just do this. There we go. That works a lot better. Maybe not. So yeah, but that is a really cool feature, and I promise it does work. So yeah, I would say using the cover display for, you know, taking videos, pictures is actually really helpful. And it just adds like, you know, something that you like can use that you don't have to, you know, be constantly opening up your phone, because previous versions of the Flip, you know, you only had that really small like cover screen that was like good for notifications. But yeah, and also with the cover screen, you can see all your apps, and you can also like type, you know, to text a message. You do have this pretty small keyboard, but I mean, there we go. It is like you can definitely use it one-handed. It's actually really nice. You can reach both sides of the keyboard. Just, you know, send quick messages. And you can also review them. Now, it is kind of small up there, but once you like put away the keyboard, it does work. And there are some other apps that are optimized, like, you know, Maps, Messages, or yeah, actually both Messages, Google and Samsung, WhatsApp, and YouTube. So, I mean, you can watch YouTube, and also Netflix is optimized, but I don't, you know, have Netflix. But yeah, so there are a few optimized apps, but with the Good Lock application, you can launch, you know, any app on your phone, even though it's not optimized. So I can leave a few links down in the description for you to do that. And as for battery life, hold on, let me open the phone. Okay, and as for battery life, I was attempting to switch all my data from the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and for some reason there was like something going on with the iPhone, so it would keep like canceling the data transfer and like only charging the device. So I'm not sure what was going on there. So I did have some like trouble, like, you know, switching, and then my battery kept draining because it was trying to, you know, take data from the iPhone and charge it at the same time. So it did go down like fairly fast, but as you can see now it's at 88%. And I did take this off the charger at like roughly 7, but didn't really start using it until like right about like 8 or 9. So, you know, it has had a long time to deplete, and this is also its actual like first day of use. So I would say so far it's actually been really good, and even now it's saying that there's 8 hours and 48 minutes left. And so yeah, I would say it's really good. Also, I was taking pictures and stuff for this video, so I would say for battery life so far it's actually been really good, but it's definitely something to see in the days and weeks to come as it learns, you know, my battery usage. And yeah, and also something that oddly Samsung did not talk about is the new display brightness. It can go to a peak 1600 nits, and as you can see, I mean, compared to the iPhone's max brightness, even though it is actually technically lower, I would say it's actually like slightly higher. Maybe that's just me. Let me know what you think down in the comments, but I would definitely say the Z Flip 5 just seems brighter, even though this is technically brighter. But yeah, so let me know what you think about that. So, I mean, that wraps up my review on the Galaxy Z Flip 5. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, and also if you're interested in doing a camera test, or of me doing a camera test between the Z Flip 5, iPhone 14 Pro Max, and Galaxy S23 Ultra, please consider subscribing because I will be posting that, and stay tuned for more videos on the Z Flip 5. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.